Hey everyone, welcome back to the Squid Game Roblox series. In part 2, we're going to build a lobby where players wait and set up a round system where that will control the gameplay. Let's get started. So remember what we did in part 1. Make sure to, if you haven't seen my latest post, name this to round UI and then the text label to round label. Okay? So just make sure to do that, okay? Now, we're going to do the lobby platforming wall, so what we want to do, enable the select mode. I'm going to insert a part, right? Believe me, I'm not a builder. I just try what I do. And then we want to name this to lobby floor. Then I'm going to set the size to 50, 1, 50. Okay. Feel bad for that spawn location still. Just going to move you out the way. Then make sure can collide is set to true, so players can walk on it. And the position, set it to fit your base player. I'm gonna keep it right here from now on. Why did I say it like that? Whatever. Alright, so the material. You guys can set this to like smooth plastic. Or you guys can set this to concrete. How does... Yeah, you guys can set it to this. For right now, I'm gonna use just smooth plastic. I'm gonna use smooth plastic. That is snow. Guys, I'm just gonna use smooth plastic right now. And for the color, let's choose something like visually distinct, like light blue. This is cyan, but whatever. Okay, and then you want to control D, which will duplicate the part. Name, remove floor and name this to wall. Set the size to 50, comma 10, comma 1. So it looks like this. Oh, but guys, remember, the sizing and positioning is all up to you. So, bear with me. Okay, does that fit? Imagine. Oh my god, it does. Okay. So, for the wall, I'm gonna do like gray. I'm gonna do a little gray. So, I'm gonna. Like, yeah, that seems pretty good. Okay. Now, I'm gonna control D it again. I'm gonna add a 2 at the end. Control D it again. I set it in the middle. Turn it around. Guys may have to shrink the size here, but I don't think we have to. Right? Right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then set the name of this to 3. You want to control D it again? Actually, no, we don't. Because they'll be walking over here. Actually, they'll just stay in a lobby. So what we could actually do, yeah, control D. Yeah. Name this to lobby wall 4. And finally, I believe that is it, because I want them to get pretty much a view of the night sky. But yeah, I will add invisible walls maybe in a later part. I'm gonna think about that. For the spawn locations, you want to name this spawn location to spawn 1. And you can add more spawns as you go. I'm just gonna use like maybe 2 spawn locations. So anchored is true, can collide is true. Let me just make sure. Okay, make sure allowed team change on touch is false. Neutral. Oh, neutral is true. And the size 4, 1, 4. Yeah. I'm just gonna do spawn 1 and spawn 2. Right now, I'm just gonna delete all the decals. Yep, and I will set transparency to 1. So, you guys can also set the color if you don't want it to be transparent. You guys can also like pretty much set the color to like light green, a bright color. Alright, now our round system folder in server script service. Insert a folder, name this to round system. And we're gonna insert some scripts inside. However, we will not get ready on those yet. I'll tell you when. So you want to insert a script and you want to name this to round manager. And that's it for right now. We won't work on it yet. I'll tell you when we work on it. We just have to finish setting everything up. Okay? In our remote events folder, you want to insert 3 remote events. So I'm just going to insert remote event, Control D, Control D. So you want to name this one to teleport players. And then this one, you want to name it to update UI. And then this one, actually, we don't need the third one. Never mind, we just need 2. Alright, and about our round UI, we already finished this in the next part, but we're going to change the text. Actually, no, we'll change it. Well, we won't edit it. Make sure text scale is, we'll change it actually. So instead of welcome to Squid Game, we're going to do round waiting. Bold. You can disable rich text. I'm going to do scale text. What is our size? We'll change the size. We'll do 0, 300, 0, 50. We're just gonna position 0.35, 0, 0, 10. Yep, that was about good. You guys can add a UI stroke if you want. But the UI stroke is completely up to you. Now on our minigame parts, right? Like red light, green light, mingle. I don't know, but I'm just gonna name that. I'm just gonna enter the part. You wanna name this to minigame 1_arena. And if you want to add more minigames, looking like minigame 1, 2, etc. You know. Anchored is true. Can collide is automatically set to true. So we're gonna do red light, green light. So set the size to like 30, 1, 30. Maybe not, but hmm. 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 Um. Yeah. Well, you might want to scale it out a little bit because red light, green light is pretty long. I'll give you guys a couple seconds to write this down if you want. Okay, I think that's enough. You want to set the color. I'm gonna set it to like a deep orange, and I'm gonna set the material as sand. Okay, this seems about good. Maybe I don't know. All those. Okay, so now. Okay, so in our round manager script, we're gonna create a basic round manager. This script will control when rounds start and end. Why am I so zoomed out like that? Okay, so we're gonna start with local rounds is equal to special brackets, quotation marks, red light, green light, comma. I'm just gonna do some like examples from the actual show because I watched the show before. Glass Bridge, Tug of War. I'm gonna do these two. However, you guys can like add more if you want. I'm just gonna do these two right now. And then the local current round is equal to 1. So it is on round 1, so that is red light, green light. While true do, let's hit print starting round, comma, rounds, then brackets, current round. Wait 10 seconds. I'm gonna add a note that says intermission timer. Print round in progress. Wait 20 seconds, and this for testing purposes. You guys can say whatever you want. Intermission 2. So this will be the round duration. Print round over. Current round is equal. Wait, yeah, equal to current round plus 1. If current round is greater than a number of rounds, oh, rounds, then current round is set back to 1. Then this script will cycle through the rounds with an intermission first, then starts the gameplay. Later we'll replace the prints later in another part, or maybe this part, I don't know. We will replace the prints with actual minigame logic. Okay? So we already did the minigame part, so that was good. So in the round, we're gonna go back to the round manager scripts. You wanna skip 2 ends. I'm gonna do local replicated storage is equal to game get service replicated storage. Local events is equal to replicated storage with the child events. Function teleport players, and then in the bracket, not brackets, in the parentheses, you want to do players, comma position, or underscore, comma player in I no not I pairs. Oh my gosh, pairs players do if player dot character, then player dot character set primary part C frame and parentheses in position. I know this is deprecated, but it's fine. So this function takes all the players and moves them to the specified position. We'll call this at the start of each round, okay? So, um, actually, I want to change the, no, maybe not. So, let's test the game. So, open your output. Oh god, they're not anchored. Well, that is fine. So it's gonna wait 10 seconds. I'm just gonna, yep, round in progress. So if we wait exactly 20 seconds, it should print round over. We did not do the UI update yet, but yep, and it's gonna start Glass Bridge. And that's it for part 2. We now have a basic lobby and a working round system that cycles through games and teleports players. In part 3, we'll build our first minigame instead of just doing a little arena. Red light, green light. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell so you do not miss it. Goodbye, everyone.